Good evening everyone and welcome to Forgotten Stream. Tonight we have a match between Chick Magnets and Revival. They are competing in division... well, no, they're not really competing in the same division, are they? At any rate, they are competing in Sunrise League Reborn 1, the inaugural season. Let's hope it's going to be a permanent fixture. Chick Magnets are a team from Division 1. Revival are a team from Division 2. But they meet because of the system that is hard to explain in a jiffy. But it's an adaptation of the Swiss system. So after Chick Magnets lost their first game against TFS in Division 1 and Rev won their first D2 game against Duff, they meet. Well, I say they, I can say we, because I am part of the Chick Magnets team. Hello Morgie, how are you doing? It is hard for me to make any predictions as to how the match tonight is going to pan out. I am hoping for a CM victory. We have Sander after all, Roa, Jumper Jack, Arrow, Neko, Rez. Such names, such legends, such pro players. But you can never discount Rev, and they are good, especially Zebsat. He is so consistent, I envy his consistency. Yep, I'm doing as alright too, thank you. Hey Dan. Also, we Chick Magnets have already played against Rev not so long ago, only in 2016. I mean 15, 6 years ago in Sunrise League 8. And we lost. The score was 2-1 for Rev. They won Bay and Coast. We managed to take a point on Island. The lineups are a little bit different today. We definitely have more players because this is 5v5 as opposed to 3 versus 3 that we had in Sunrise League. Let's see. I am actually going to be driving Island, which is frankly unbelievable, because I didn't even qualify, which means I'm not really good enough, am I? I see Sander doing Sander things. 103.11, 103.10 the very next round. So we're currently warming up on Bay. It looks like neither team have any preferences for the map order. I just suggested to go with what we have on the server, which would be Bay Coast and Island, which would take some pressure off my shoulders if we are to win the first two maps. I don't know, I just like playing Island last. It just feels nice to close it out. Sander going even faster this round. So, what does it look like? It looks like we're going to have Zepset, Corky, Titi, Red Fog and Zortex driving for Rev against Sander, Jumperjack, Neko, Roa and Rubiano. We have 3 spectators, that is me, yours truly forgotten, Jax and Diz. Those 2 spectators, I believe, are Rev 2 players, which would mean the slower guys. Because Rev wanted to put 2 teams for this Sunrise League, but they just didn't have the players for the first team. Hey Cookin, hey Wormy. Hello Irvin. So, we are ready to go live on Bay. The very first map we have tonight, SLR Legends by Zaitsev the Jumper. One of the best Bay drivers I know. Garth. So, the lights are out, away we go. 10 drivers are off the line. Oh, I see. People are going for different strats here. Quite a few drivers on the CMC side, on the CM side, I beg your pardon, went for the cooking line, and I think Jumperjack already crashed. Arrow with a small wallbang, Roa with a crash. No, that does not look good. Sander in the lead from TT Zepset, Zortex followed by Neko, Corky and Arrow. And this will definitely be a rev round unless Corky made a mistake. Neko battling some drivers up front. Yes, we do need points, but Sander has a slowdown, loses a position to Zepset. Neko on the attack, so is Sander, but Zepset, the consistency master, is probably going to take the round. Yes, he will, all 10 points. And judging by what I'm seeing on the left, it is probably a rev round, most likely. Yep, it is. First blood for Rev. Hey Shock. And as Aaron noted, it was 28-27, as close as it gets. But I already crashed on the Rev side. I think Roa, Sander and Aru were going for Cookin's line there on the platform. Another crash from Rev and a CM, that would be Aru. Sander crashing, what's going on? Zepset and Roa neck and neck in the lead. Titi over a checkpoint down. Aru 9th. Neko trying to make some ground on Zotax. Ooh, a bit too wide, slid out, lost some speed. Zepset still in the lead. Roa doesn't really have an answer to that. Zotax still keeping nicely in third. And it might be another rev round unless they're going to crash, and it doesn't look like they will. Zepset with a 1:03.11, a superb time, but no, I was wrong, I apologize. It is another 28:27, this time for the CM side. Oh, absolutely, Wormy. Have you seen the TNT TFS match? It was a clown fiesta. Two of the best teams in the league, and goodness gracious, how much they crashed. So Roa crashed at the start in the tunnel. Zotax with a bad wallbang. Ooh, I think TT crashed as well. Roa caught up to Red Fog. He is overtaking him. Let's follow his progress. So there are only 2 rev drivers ahead of Roa and a lot of CMC players. And he already overtook Corky. Oh, double crash there, JJ and Neko. Zepset still keeping right on Sander's tail, but Sander doesn't give up, so Neko actually last. JJ in 8th. Oh my god, what is going on? Zepset actually going into the lead, and he will take first place. Incredible. And Neko finishes last. And it is a second point for Rev. Hey Melvin. Round 4. A little more consistency required for chick magnets. You don't attract chicks by crashing like that. Unless it is cooking, of course. He will be attracted. Anyways, round 4, Sander leading from Roa and Zepset, but it is a double mistake there. Roa and Sander, they both dropped down the order, especially Roa. Zepset first from JJ and Neko. Corky, Zepset twin brother in 4th. Oh, this is insanely tight. It looks like Zepset is going to take another round, and Sander would need to overtake Corky because Roa is in last. I'm not quite sure what it gives on the total score. Zepset wins another round with a 1:03.33, but he's followed by a quarter of CM drivers, I beg your pardon. So even with Roa last, they still win it. But it is close. We had 3 28-27 rounds, and this is the first one that wasn't decided by a single point. Round 5. So it looks like Corky is going for that diagonal line as well after the tunnel. Zepset with a good start, followed by Neko and Sander. Some crashes in arrears. I think Neko crashed. Arrow must have had an enormous crash. Where is he? Sander and Zepset in first 2 positions. Sander makes a mistake, crashes, loses a lot of time and a lot of positions. Thankfully only one of those lost to a Rev player. He manages to regain his 5th spot, but Neko crashes. Zepset still manages to keep his first spot. He will finish right there. He is not followed by a quarter of CM drivers. They are split by Corky, and Arrow finished 9th because Zotax crashed heavily, and it is a round for CM. 35-20. Yes, Zepset is absolutely incredible. 5 rounds and he won 5 rounds, and it's not like he's playing in Division 2 or something. There's Sander, there's Neko, there's Roa who has the world record. Ooh, Sander, that's a faceplant, but TT also had a bad crash there. Aru with an enormous crash in the chicane, and it looks like it might be a rev round, but it's never over till it's over, especially on a crashy map like this. Neko crashes, overtaken by Red Fog. So it is Roa. Oh, Zepset crashed, and that was a huge one. So Roa from Zotax and JJ. JJ on the attack. He will not get second, although it's close. There are enough CM drivers at the top of the scoreboard to ensure a round win. Did I say quarter? I meant a quartet. Apologies. 4-2 CM drivers in the lead. Round 7. Jumper jack going for a more classic approach after that tunnel. Zepset battling for the lead. First crash, Zepset crashed 2 rounds in a row. That is uncharacteristic, and we had momentarily 5 CM drivers in first 5 positions until that is JJ crashed. So we have Sander from Arrow, from Roa, Zotax getting up into 3rd. But Roa and Neko are not too far behind. Can they keep their positions? Zotax went for a overly optimistic line there. Crashed, will probably require a respawn. Sander crashed right in front of the finish, got a slowdown and finished 2nd. But with positions 1, 2, 3 and I think 6 and 7, that is 5-2 for CM. Did JJ clip the red booster? No, he did not, but he did lose a lot of time. Ooh, and he crashed just like Zotax, and he will end up on his roof and probably respawn. And rest in peace, mate. But Rev drivers are not doing too well this time round. So we have Sander from Roa and Neko, Zepset in the mix, right in front of Aru. Aru with a small mistake, still on the track, still going the same way as the other drivers. He's behind Corky. Zepset only 3rd. And Sander with a bad line there. He will lose a position to Zepset, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter too much, because Roa takes 1st, followed by Zepset and a trio of CM drivers, and JJ only needs to finish. I'm not even sure how the points work. Maybe he wouldn't have been required. Oh yes, absolutely. 32-23. Even with JJ not finishing, it would have been a map point on this map for chick magnets. Round 9. Could be the last, could be one of many more to come. Good start from Sander and from Zepset as ever, the star of this Rev lineup. He's currently in 2nd, chasing Sander, but he's got some company. Some hungry chick magnets. Neko, Roa and jumper jack. But he is after Sander's blood. They're currently neck and neck. I had a crash, not sure who that was. Arrow and Titi definitely crashed. They are way behind the others. Jumper jack must have crashed. Yes, he did. So, ooh, Roa sliding there, losing time. Does Zepset have any tricks to overtake Sander? Not this time. Actually, 102 from Sander. An incredible time. Does it look like a victory for Chick Magnets? Yes, it does. So, 7-2. First map going the way of Chick Magnets. And now, let's see. Zepset, despite those crashes, still manages to outscore everybody, including Sander, and by 6 points at that. Incredible. Zotox is asking for island. Okay, looks like I'm driving. No commentary, sorry, I am going to try and get in the zone. See you after island. that was Island. I am rather disappointed with my performance there. OBS, what are you doing? Where are you? Ah! What's going on? Did I even take the screenshot? I think so, yeah, anyway. And my Steam overlay broke. Yeah, I did take the screenshot. Good. So that was Island. We won 7-0. No real challenge from the rev guys. They retired so many times, it is rather disappointing. I was hoping for more of a fight. Didn't do that well. Not happy with my performance. Well, whatever. So, map number 3. Malayalam by Snack. The coast map. I've driven like 5 rounds of this map, so not much I can really tell in terms of how it's going to play. I did watch the TNT TFS yesterday, so I don't know. Still didn't really give me any idea, especially since that was a total domination from TFS. I wish TNT would get their star coast players, like all of them back and active and training. Toby, Yanovsky, I. Who else did they have for coast? Well, for 3 versus 3 that would be alright. Especially Toby. He was mental. Yes, Minwi, I was co-casting, and that's what I meant by I saw the TNT TFS. But that didn't give me much of an idea because it was very one-sided. Yeah, Toby is actually active, but only on TMX, and it doesn't look like the TNT guys are trying to recruit him back. Or maybe they did try and he wasn't interested. I wouldn't know. Yes, Toby actually got the first place on the Classics leaderboard just with the coast alone. Anyways, it looks like we're about to end the warm-up and we will have Arurez, Nekorova and Angel driving for CM, Zepset, Corky, Titi, Red Fog and Zotex for Rev. And this one I'm definitely expecting to be closer, much closer than the previous 2 maps. Oh, another warm-up. Okay. Hey Maxi, it's 2-0 for Chick Magnets, in case you're wondering. Yeah, having Toby in TNT would have been sick. So good for competition. But obviously he would need some more help. You can always PM him on TMX, I bet. I mean, he's an active TMX user. He'll definitely notice. Okay, so Coast I'm definitely expecting to be closer, because Rev are sort of coast specialists and CM aren't really a dominant coast team like TFS are. Hey Plov! Oh yeah, I forgot Zippy. Zippy is good. Toby, Jan, Zippy. I'll throw I in. Some Spanish player. He used to... I think he was active back in like UL6, UL7 days. And he was pretty good on coast. But anyway. We are live on the last map. Will it be 3-0 for CM at the end of this map? Or will it be 2-1? So we have a strong start from Ro and Neko and Rez. Corky crashed. Ro, Neko from Zepset, Rez and Titi. There is some fight in the Rev guys. And Neko crashing will definitely help them. It looks like Arrow crashed as well. They are 8th and 9th. Roa and Rez are leading from Zepset and Titi. Followed by, I think, Red Fog. And then Neko and Arrow making up some positions. Row will finish first with a 59.54, followed by Rez, Zepset, TT, Neko, and I think this is a convincing CM round. First blood for Chick Magnets. Round 2. Good start from the Rev guys. Zotex TT among the leaders. Roa crashed. Neko out in front from Arrow, who is... Ooh, Neko crashed again, so it is Arrow out in front from 40 Rev drivers. Most of the Chick Magnets are concentrated in the bottom half. Neko coming back with a wall bang, but he is still in it. Back up to 3rd. Corky with a small slide, so it is Arrow from Neko, Corky, Titi. Angel not too far behind. But Roa and Rez, the leaders of the previous round, are in the last 2 positions. No major mistakes anywhere at the finish, but even with Rez and Roa mirroring their finishing positions from the round 1, it is 2-0 for CM. Round 3. Good start from Neko, Roa and Rez. Arrow with them. Zepset sliding. TT, Corky and Zortex are still in the mix, but they are starting to fall down. Neko with another mistake there. TT with a slide drops down, and we have 5 cm. Oh, massive crash there. Was that? No, that was Neko. Meanwhile, we have 4 cm drivers in the first 4 positions. Rez falling there sideways. Corky trying to make something happen, not quite successful. First 4 positions occupied by CM, Roa 59.45, and it is 3-0. And yes, I missed that the second round was 28-27. Round 4, already somebody crashed at the start. That was somebody on the ref side, that was Zortex. Others are pretty close together. There are small mistakes from... Oh, Neko had the biggest mistake there. So Roa, Arrow and Rez are the top 3. Rez will crash. So it is Arrow from Roa. Angel sliding. Let's switch to Zepset and his twin brother, who are chasing Aru and Roa. Zortex has had a huge crash. He's 15 seconds, almost 16 seconds down. Roa in the lead, Corky, small slide. Roa with another 59. Aru second, 3 rev drivers. A smorgasbord of the others, and Zortex, I don't know what he is doing. Looks like he started trolling. Oh yeah, Minwi. Roa is actually training Island to get better at it for USC. So beware. Zortex crashing at the start. Is he going... Angel sliding out. Is Zortex going to troll? No, he's actually driving this time round. He isn't last. There is Angel behind him. The first positions, Roa, Neko, Rez, followed by Zepset, Corky and Titi. And as we know, thanks to Axetar, finishing first, second and third is enough to win the round in 5 versus 5. But we had a double crash there from Roa and I think it was Neko. So currently Zepset and Corky, the twins, are fighting over second position with Arrow and Neko. It is neck and neck. Rez is going to win the round with a 59, and then it is a layer cake of the some drivers, some separated by slender margins, but CM once again come out on top on this round. Round 6, 5-0 for CM. Corky crashing. TT fighting for the lead. Neko sliding out. Roa from Rez, from Arrow, followed by Zepset and TT. TT sending it up the hill. Goes ahead of Arrow and Rez, and Arrow will slide for a good measure. Rez, however, coming back up into second and closing in on Roa. This is, oh, as I say that, caster's curse. Rez will slide and lose a lot of time and positions. Roa, however, is unflappable in first. From Neko, Angel fighting over third. He will get there, and Titi had a slide in the last turn. And this is map point for CM. And it does look like Rev are not really motivated to play it. Potentially last round. Roa sliding, Arrow sliding, TT was momentarily in the lead but also slid out. Slippery map from what I can gather. Neko out in front from, I wanted to say Rez, but Rez made a mistake. A frantic battle there over second between Angel, Corky, Zepset, Zortex and Arrow I think was in the mix as well. And Roa not too far behind. Actually a pretty tight round. Angel sliding in the last turn. A trio of Rev drivers following Neko, but that is not enough. 7-0. Chick Magnets take the victory. I would call it an expected result. Not much to add. Yeah, they're definitely not going to be competitive with the lineup they had. I mean, if they had Red Shredder, maybe somebody else would have been better. Yeah, it's a bit of a sour taste in the end, but it is what it is, and that's the system we had. What can I say? 3-0 for Chick Magnets, and I think we are going to play TNT this week. I do not see any other combinations working out. Hey Zaitsev, yeah, you're a little bit late. We played Bay as the first map. Yo, Mac, you guys beat TNT, and they beat TFS, and TFS beat us. So basically, Mac, the strongest team in SLR confirmed? Am I right? I mean, going by the chain logic, Mac is the best team in this SLR. Anyways, that is it for tonight. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. I don't know when, obviously, the next match is going to be played. Probably Sunday, maybe not. There will definitely be the 1v1v1 Division 1 stuff. On Sunday at 20 CEST. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more content. See you next time. Goodbye.